folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Green Bay Packers. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and throwing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. The connection made. It's Graham. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. A gain of 2, just like we saw on 1st and 2nd down as well. Deuce is wild. Rodgers now to throw. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's Rodgers. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position. To actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. But he's a bigger, stronger guy. Maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might have with a smaller back. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it. What people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. They've already gone for it and made it once on this opening drive. They're going to try it again on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. Give the tackle there to Daniil Hunter.
26, 18. Box it. Right there. Gun. Right there. 54 miles. That QB's trash. Let's go.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers.
Wow.
Touchdown, Packers. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. auspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be taken very short. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, it's Cook. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Because, you know, I've been begging her to do something for me.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Cook, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. 6-0 our score after 1.
Hold on, motherfucker. Hold on, Chuck. Play right there.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
Yo.
Hey, watch it, watch it.
That's what I was asking.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now Cook. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
On the carry, it's Cook. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
Why not? What's she making? Chicken tacos?
On 1st down. Cook. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great pick. Touchdown, Vikings! Dalvin Cook, 30 yards, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball, too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Extra point up and good by and they take the lead here at 7-6. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let me get my ass up and get dressed and I'll be there. Alright. I just called her ass and I was going to ask her to come with me earlier, but her ass didn't answer the phone. Sounded like she was asleep.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
54, right there, 54 miles.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Got a man, that's Allison. A gain of 6 there on 1st. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From midfield, here's Rodgers. A minute 55 left to go in the first half of play. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Two former All-Pros connecting. Rodgers fighting his tight end Graham. Packer first down. Rodgers now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Now Jones. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. On 2nd down now. It's Jones, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones, as the first half is winding down. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2.
Box it.
They're going to run forward Jones. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be taken short. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Gun.
Throwing, Cousins. incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Jair Alexander that time able to knock that one away.
Think I care? I don't care.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with
When
something.
I was with you
all
this morning, and you still complain. You see that? You see that? Huh? You see that?
Gun.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Kevin King, the former Washington Husky, there defensively. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
Check. Check. Hot. Listen. Pick it up. Jim. Hey, look here. Where's your Omaha? Hot.
Final play of the half. Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this across the 25, couple of yards up to the 27-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though. There's no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their back.
Hey, get out the fucking way. Get in the shower.
That allows the coach to still stay aggressive.
God
damn.
damn.
Maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
The saying maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first
Fuck
down.
you.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Tackle made by Montravius Adams.
Close that door. I hate when you do that shit. Or turn it down.
3 yards.
Well, I'm gonna turn it down.
Carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past.
Yes, it was. Yes, it is loud. It's still loud.
Viking first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here.
Hey, you got no respect.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That good for 22 and a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run.
Run. 44 mark.
Cousins on first down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Blake Martinez, the linebacker, was there.
Way too late, bro.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw his Cousins.
I knew he was going to drop it.
Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing.
You got no respect. You going to turn it back up.
So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you're trying to find a way to get back to what you were doing early in the drive in order to
I said me.
On 3rd down.
Wow.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Preston Smith comes in for the sack.
You can't stop me. 44 to Mike. 44 to Mike. Check. Gun. Mike, go first. Hey, come on. Come on, now. Yo. Mike, 44. Hey, check. 44 to Mike. 44 to Mike. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take a win.
Now Cousins on 4th down. And that is going to be incomplete. Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned out. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And some room to work. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be taken short. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
17 yards, 1st down, Vikings.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On 1st and 10, Cousins. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 12 after the 1st down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Again, it's Cousins. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 22-yard line. And that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Cousins gives way to Cook. A beautiful fake. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set them up first and goal. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Cook. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. On second and goal, Cook waiting in the backfield all alone. He'll get it up the middle. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook with his second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are back within a single score. Bailey got the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Following the interception, Cousins nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, dude. Stay back, stay back. 44 to Mike. 44 to Mike.
After the sack on first down, Cousins and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Jones. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Rodgers to throw. And able to find Allen Lazard. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a gain of 7, and that should just about do it. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. This is Jones. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
How the fuck am I going to hear that? Don't be stupid. Because I want to plug your game. Don't be dumb. No, I cannot hear it. So I'm telling you now, turn it back up or I'll go unplug this shit.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory.
So you can hear that? I can even hear it. And I got this earphone, and I can hear that. You can't even hear that. No, you just trying to get mad about anything.
It's our type of a game. And you just mentioned it. Division game, on the road, tight, and they find a way to win it. Well, hunker down, as my old coach used to say, and find your way through.
You're annoying as fuck. I'm just letting you know that now. It's crazy. You can't do shit. If you fucking house don't touch it.
Girl, you sound dumb. You sound dumb.
You do. You can't.
You sound dumb.